It's time to wake up San Gabriel Valley with CCN Sunrise.
We're back with our second half hour. Don't worry, Harris will be back. He's going to be joining us in the Morning Buzz in just a minute. But Scott Chebin is here. Glad to have you.
And I can't wait to make cupcakes with Serendipity Cupcakes.
And we are looking forward to that. Those are incredible cupcakes.
You bet.
So, Scott, have you been seeing the BuzzFeed videos with President Obama? Loving it?
I have, and I kind of taken back on that a little bit.
That you liked it so much?
No, I didn't like it so much.
That you were like, he's my hero now.
No, I can't believe that's a president. That's like stooping low. Come on.
But do we need to do different things in this day and age to reach out to different audiences? We can be like, I am the president and you must talk to me in certain ways, but you're not reaching the younger audience.
Okay, well, there's certain ways to do things, and then there's certain ways not to do things. I personally feel that this is the president of the United States. This is a world leader. So, boy, I don't know. That's it's just thinking about that.
He might not be talking to you and me in this one, you know?
Okay, well, you got a point there. You got a point.
I think the people who helped to elect him might be the audience that he's reaching out for.
Well,
in this one.
Okay, he's not reaching the other folks though. not that way. Come on, the selfie.
You just wanted the selfie stick. You want to be in that selfie with him.
No,
we'll get you in next time. Don't you worry. Well, now we're going to move on. Time for the Morning Buzz. Harris Hall is back, joining Scott and me to discuss President Obama's war powers request to fight ISIS. So a little bit different than the whole BuzzFeed. Do you think the Republicans are going to get on board with this?
I don't know.
Should they get on board?
Well, it's really a political document. I don't think it solves the problem that we need solved, which is destroying ISIS. I mean, he claims he wants to destroy ISIS, but all his actions make it look like he's not very serious about it. He can't even call it Islamic terrorism. He's claiming the media is alarmism, is overhyping the threat. He's saying climate change is a bigger threat than Islamic extremism. So it's hard to take him seriously.
Is it hard to take him seriously?
I think he's more got a wall in front of him because the way the report is actually written. The report's written too vaguely, and so some people are looking at it as being too vague. Some people are saying it's not giving him enough authority.
Well, and they've said that it's intentionally fuzzy because they want to have a little bit of flexibility for things to change. And that's what we've been talking about all this time. And I feel, the whole thing with not giving him, not calling it a war and all that, because the main thrust of this isn't going to change with just dropping bombs or putting troops on the ground or any of that, which troops on the ground aren't necessarily suggested, but it's really getting the Muslim countries on board. And we can't do it if we one side keeps wanting to talk about this holy war. That's not going to get the Muslims who really need to fight this war on board.
Yeah, they need to be out in front. I totally, we should be in the background supporting them.
Yeah,
and that's what he's intending.
It's frustrating. Saudi Arabia and Turkey both have armies that could challenge this threat right in their backyard, and they're not stepping up.
So I feel like with his, just kind of playing it a little bit softer, which Republicans wouldn't like, is really what's going to get them on board.
Well, again, the Constitution has a way to handle this. You declare war, and then the president can act however he needs to accomplish our goals. You don't have to write in, for instance, a timetable. We have 3 years, we'll come revisit this so the terrorists can wait us out.
It's not really a timetable. That's just saying that's giving the next president, go back to Congress. That's what Congress has been asking for. But we're going to move on, switching topics a little bit on the Supreme Court. I guess Justice Alito, maybe it's Clarence Thomas, I'm not sure which ones. It seems like they can lactate now because they put out this ruling that, men can lactate. So it's not, they denied a hearing to a woman in the lower court case, a woman who was looking for breastfeeding support at her work.
Right.
And they said it's not discrimination that she was let go.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure I want to debate breastfeeding with a woman about to give birth.
You want to give, I'm not going to do it on screen at least. I'm not going to be that free-flowing. But, did she have a point? I mean, coming back from more maternity leave?
From what I did read, it looked like she was roughly treated. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not in a position to second guess a federal district court judge, especially when I haven't even read the opinion. But it did sound like she was somewhat mistreated.
She's basically told, why don't you just, you need to breastfeed, why don't you just go home?
Go home.
And take care of those babies for you.
And here, let me write your resignation for you.
Yeah, let me help you out with that. But I think the other thing too is just why is it so much men making rulings for women? The women need to be involved in these decisions a lot more. But that's all we have for today, and thank you both for coming on and giving your opinions on this.
Thank you.
All right, well, you know what? I don't have my script right in front of me, so I'm going to borrow yours on where we're going here. President Obama recently announced cuts to mortgage premiums, so we're going to hear about that.
And Lee talks to loan officer Celeste Lucia on how it helps homebuyers take the plunge into ownership. Next on a CCN Sunrise Home segment.
There we go.